we're doing. We are buying a farm. Not just any farm. We're buying a farm with a house that was built in 1860. We might be crazy. Stay tuned and we'll tell you all about it. All right, so here is the funny story, I guess you could say. Honey, tell everyone what we were doing when you saw the farmhouse and how all of that came about.
We were doing nothing. We were working.
And by the way, for the record, we're local realtors, and so what we do is we help people buy and sell houses all day long. You guys know that we are in a completely crazy market right now, and I've been telling everyone, hey, it's a great time to buy. You know, obviously we personally were not in any particular market to buy because, to be totally honest with you, we also still really love our house that we're in currently. But Dave, this search popped up and the property came on the market, and Dave said, hey, I want to go take a look at this house. Right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, why not? Let's just go make it a date. And so we went and we looked at the house and literally fell in love with it. And we, a couple of hours later, ended up putting an offer in on the house, and here we go. So, honey, tell them some of the history about like what happened in 1860 when this house was built.
Well, to put it in perspective, in 1860, which is less than 100 years after the Declaration of Independence was signed, 1860 was the year that Abraham Lincoln was elected president, and it was a year before the Civil War started. It was a year before South Carolina seceded from the Union. In 1860, there were only, 33 states when that house was built.
So there's a lot of history in the house that we're buying. So I thought that it would be a really good idea to really just kind of take you guys through our process, right? Take you guys through all of the ups and downs, highs and lows, take you guys through our inspection process, just everything, so that you guys can kind of see what it's like to purchase a home, and also purchase an older home that was built 160 years ago, and just kind of share our journey with you. If we do move forward with the purchase, we're going to have some renovations that we want to do, and just some different things like that. So we're going to take you on our journey, but for now, we're going to go ahead and take you through the house and the property so you guys can check it out and see what you think. We'd love to hear your comments. So let us know what your thoughts are. If you have any ideas or suggestions or anything like that, please let us know, and we'd love to hear from you on that. So here we are at the property, and you can see why we instantly fell in love with this house and the property. There are several large, beautiful oak trees that are just surrounding the property, and it just gives you the most peaceful and serene feeling. Now, the house does, or the property should I say, does also come with some negative aspects that we had to get past as well. So going into the house, the front door, this is going to be what I would consider the family room area. I love the ceilings, and coming into this room here, you can see all of the beautiful trim work that's in there. This would be my office space. You can see over on that side wall, it looks like there was a patch job that was done. So we're looking at putting a fireplace, like a faux fireplace, right there against that wall. This is coming into the dining room area. Now, this is one of the things we're going to have to get really used to, dealing with placing furniture in more narrow spaces. So this is going to be one of the biggest challenges that we have, is our furniture placement. One of the other things, obviously, is with the kitchen. It is definitely not an open floor plan, but I do love this little breakfast nook area and the open lighting that leads out to the sunroom. Now this kitchen, although it looks nice and cute from these pictures, it definitely needs some renovations. So our plan is to definitely renovate the kitchen. There's an old trash compactor there, and when you're really looking at it and you're opening up drawers and counters and things of that nature, it definitely needs a rehab. One of my favorite rooms in the whole house is this room that we're coming into right here. And this is a beautiful sunroom that looks out over the property and the back deck. And then we have these beautiful doors that holds the washer and dryer. So we're going to definitely be changing that out. And then downstairs, there's 2 bedrooms. So we're going to walk down the hall here. I love the built-ins that are right there. And then we've got the bathroom. So you can still see that there's some features. I mean, obviously the home was built in 1860 originally, so it's been updated a lot throughout the years. This is a very unique tub. This is one of the downstairs guest bedrooms. Beautiful view of the property out back. So this is the understairs storage, which in my opinion is a little bit creepy. And then you've got the nice cedar lined closet, and then a second guest bedroom. This is so cool. So this is the downstairs closet, and inside the door jamb is just a ton of history. Over the years, people have basically done their diary in there. It's so cool. These stairs, super narrow, 28 inches as you're going up the stairs. And then we get up to the top of the stairs, and what's weird is the only thing up here is the master suite, and then you have a half bathroom up here all by itself, which is so strange. So we would like to maybe renovate that and extend that into the master bathroom. And then this is going into the master suite. So it's kind of separated into like a sitting room area, and then there's a couple of closets in this room, and then there's also another closet. So we were talking about the possibility of maybe doing away with that wall. We haven't quite decided yet and don't know if that's a load-bearing wall, but this room is actually quite small. You would not currently be able to fit like a king-size bed in there. And this is the current master bathroom right now, which we would likely want to renovate that and make it something that's a little bit different. This is another closet, so it's one of the largest master closets. And then there's also an attic access as well in there. This is a beautiful view from the back porch area that just looks out over the property. There's also a little pond on the property as well. This is a little storage, I don't want to call it a shed. This is the pond. It's actually 13 feet deep and it's stocked with a lot of fish. Now this is the downfall of the property. As you can see, this is the back of the property right here, and they're putting in a new housing subdivision right next door. So this was almost a deal killer for us, and we're planning on, planting some additional landscaping and things like that so that we don't see it quite as bad. This is walking up from the back of the property. This is the side of the house, and you can see where the original fireplace was. So you can tell from the inside tour that you can't actually see the fireplace. But they did leave it from the exterior aspect of things, which I like from the character part of that. So this is the tour of our quaint little farmhouse built in 1860. So we want you guys to stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, and make sure that you stay tuned for what happens next with our inspections.